Hi, folks. Hope you're doing well today. A lot of music historians overlook how much the Soviets hated post punk and pretty much every other variant of rock music in general, citing it as degenerate, imperialistic, subversive, and whatever other straw men that they would have concocted at the time. These were also the same people who psychologically battered the Russian core of the USSR, citing it as oppressive, even though it single handedly brought both the Caucasus and Central Asia into the modern world in ways that Iran Shah never could. Even though the roots of the Zoroastrian Iran revival movement emerged in the Russian Caucasus, the Gajars losing the southern Caucasus to the Romanovs might have been the best thing to have ever happened to us. Groups who were involved in the so-called post-punk scene that Doomerwave is a descendant of had their shows and clubs audited by KGB informants. There were no record labels available to sign them and give them decent distribution, no radio stations willing to play their stuff, no internet to build their following. They lived in an environment of ubiquitous spies and agents and surveillance, where they, as artists, could be interrogated on their lyrics and persecuted for them, where no matter how much you stressed being apolitical, the authorities would have objected by saying, no, this verse you wrote is a thinly veiled attack on the party, on the people, on the union, on the military, on the general secretary, etc., etc. All this would have been going on while their purple-haired snowflake Antifa contemporaries in the West, in the UK, in America, particularly in the hardcore scene, were complaining about Reagan and Maggie Thatcher's unenlightened policies and other superficial aspects of the system that they could publicly speak out against without getting into trouble, complaining about their own countries that gave them the taken for granted liberty to speak their minds and espouse whatever viewpoints they had, no matter how dumb, wrong, misguided, and uninformed they were. The people of the Soviet Union, be they Russians, Ukrainians, Aussies, Tajiks, or Uzbeks, were victims of actual oppression. Anti-white, anti-Iranic, anti-Turkic, anti-Armenian, anti-Muslim, anti-Christian, anti-pagan, etc., etc. oppression. And this is where I end my dissertation. Thank you for watching.